Alright guys, it's November the 19th. It is about 1 o'clock and I'm headed to some public land. It's the middle of gun season. Gun season opened last Saturday and this is the second Saturday. I've been working most this week. I went hunting with Anna one time and we didn't do any good, just saw a doe. So it's been pretty slow, which normally happens during rifle season. So we got really good weather today. It's still really cold. It's about 40 something degrees and the wind's blowing pretty good, which I like. It's probably blowing 10 to 15 miles an hour. And I'm going down into a spot that I have, I checked. It's been probably a month ago that I went in and checked it and I found some good sign, but it's basically real thick area. So what my plan is and what I'm trying to do is, normally during gun season, all these deer get tons of pressure and so they go hide out thick areas, cedar thickets, clear cuts where it's real thick brush. That's where a lot of the bucks like to go, and you just never know. Their movement's so sporadic, and hopefully we'll get on a nice buck tonight. All right guys, the wind's blowing good. It's gonna be perfect to block my sound when I go in here. I made a bad mistake though. I forgot my tripod. I thought it was in the car with all my hunting stuff. So anyway, didn't even think about it. I thought it was in there, got here and it's not in there. So I must have took it out for some reason. So anyway, that's not good. So it's gonna be really tough for me to film, but we'll see what we can do. See what happens. I mean, if I'm walking like this and spot a buck anyway, it's not like it's gonna be very good film, but I can at least tell you guys the story. So I'm in this real mountainous area, all hardwoods, hardly no clearings at all. Big open oaks, woods, cedar thickets. I'm walking 1.8 miles back, and I'm getting back way back here in the back of the property. Several areas that I've scouted, but trying to get it back away from where people are. I'm gonna get into the thick of things, get into some thick areas. I won't be able to shoot good, but I won't be able to shoot far, but I think a lot of the bigger bucks will be back there. So nobody was parked at the parking, so I'm the first one in here from tonight, and a lot of the camping areas have cleared out as well, so should be pretty good. But anyway, got a ways to walk, so I'm gonna put the camera up and I'm gonna make this first bit pretty fast, and then I'm gonna slow down and start hunting my way in. Stopped up here on the ridge. So I stopped and grunted a few times. I'm gonna sit here a little bit. This is the hub that I wanted to hunt. It's real thick on these ridges, and we got about 4 ridges that all come down to this central point down here in this valley. So I'm still not quite down to where I want to be, but I'm really close. So it's perfect spot down here. I'm gonna get down here. I still got 2 hours till dark, so I want to get set up down here and see if I can catch a buck cruising through here or chasing a doe through here. Alright guys, I just got set up on this hub. So I got basically 4 different fingers coming down right here in this area, and I really like this spot, and it's really grown up, so it should be a really fun set tonight. Hopefully we have a little bit of luck.
these does around me this whole time, and they smell me, but they don't know what's going on. The wind is swirling down here, and it's not staying very consistent. This is flat enough. Down in this ravine, I figured it would stay going one direction, but it's not. It's kind of swirling down here, but that buck, he came up and checked those does. And then he went up the hill over here, and he didn't stay with the does, so I don't know. But anyway, he wasn't quite big enough. I had a shot at him, but I didn't take it. So I'm hoping for one just a little bit bigger than that. Those does went down this ridge, and right now they're heading up that far ridge over there. I got about 30 more minutes till dark. Hopefully one will come through here.
Well, it's November the 21st, and it's the second to the last day of gun season in Missouri. Sean's on his way over here right now. He's pulling down the drive right now, and me and him, we're getting ready to head to some public land and do a little hunting. We'll make up a plan once he gets down here, but we're gonna try to decide what we're gonna do. Here he comes in his sweet Toyota, his white Toyota with a little rust on the back. It's a good old truck here. This sucker, son, look at him. Look at him. He thinks he is cool. He is ready to rock and roll.
Deer tracker here.
I'm telling you, that truck sounds good. It's quiet and just comes right along. Well, I'm saying like the engine's quiet. I'm feeling it.
You're what?
Feeling good.
I feel like it's tonight, huh?
Yep. I mean,
This old beast fixed.
who knows?
So what was wrong?
The cable, or it has had a giant fuse from the alternator to the battery, and that fuse was bad.
Alternator to the battery. How'd you figure that out?
Oh, it took me a while. I did watch about 1 billion videos before I finally figured out, because it was actually in the fuse box. Yeah, I wish that wind was blowing a little bit better than this. So what road are you going down then?
I'm probably gonna go up and go that way and
I'll circle around
go back. You know.
So when you get down to the very back of the fence,
I'll go
down
Well, I might go.
to the left. Okay, if you
If I go left.
If you go to the left and you go down to where you go down to that bottom ravine and then just down that creek a little bit, there's some rugs on trees out there.
That's where Ian missed that big 8-pointer.
Oh, right in there.
Well,
On the fence.
yeah, we was on the fence.
Was that 8-pointer, was he on the...
He was on the red or on over where we could shoot at.
Oh,
He was walking down the fence line.
then
You know all that tall, thick stuff in there?
Yeah. That's where you need to go then.
My question is, I mean, how many people have been hunting back in there?
I'm telling you, son.
You know, if I walk up, I might get on that side of the cedar trees and kind of walk that edge and then just work my way down in there. I'll be on the other edge. If you shoot, I'll head down. Better make it count.
I know. All right, good luck.
Yeah,
All right, guys, we made it. Super pumped. The negative about today is that the wind's not blowing very much, so these leaves are loud. There won't be no sneaking around. But anyway, what my tactic is, and I'm excited because I'm going back into the spot where I seen that 8-pointer. I've seen several does in this spot. It's real brushy, and it's kind of like a hub. There's a bunch of different ridges that go down into this spot, and I think it's a really good crossing. And with it being November 21st, most of the does, you know, I mean, it's still the rut, but you just never know. I have a feeling there's a lot of bucks that'll be
out walking around looking for does. So, or a buck could push a doe through there. I can see a pretty good ways, but who knows what'll happen. It's gonna be fun anyway, and I feel like I have a good plan, and the wind's gonna be right from there, so we'll see what happens. I'm excited. Alright guys, I just slipped in to the ravine where I'm gonna hunt. I gotta walk down this creek bottom. It's so quiet. I'm just gonna take my time and get in there. I got plenty of time. Let's see what time it is. I think it's around 3. Yeah, it's 3 o'clock. I'm just gonna slip down this valley and head down it. All right, guys, I just shot him. He's down. Let me show you what I did. Okay, you guys can see this big, thick drainage behind me. I'm in a creek bottom. And I seen a buck chasing does through these cedars and just running all over. So I just took my time. I've probably been walking down this thing for 30 minutes, just slow as I could. And when I got a little farther down here, I just stopped. I was stopping for, 3-4 minutes. And I stopped and I seen a doe kind of trot. And I was like, okay, he's down here chasing. So I pulled up I got down. And I dropped the camera and got it out of the way and grabbed my binos, pulled them up and watched, and I saw, and it's either a 9-pointer or an 8-pointer. He's not that big, but he's a pretty good one. And I just kept watching him. I was trying to find a place I could rest, but I couldn't find anywhere. And so I finally just went looking through and the trees, and I found him through there. So I seen him through the scope when he's probably, I'd say he's 80 yards away, and I just shot him. You guys seen that with the GoPro, but I'll try to zoom in on his white belly. Let's see, I'm right here and he... Right there's the white of his belly. I held there for a second with my shot and held it. And it looked like he was fixing to go over the hill. And he was quartered away from me. And so I held it and I was on him pretty good. Went ahead and pulled the trigger and it dropped him. So let's go take a look at him. Here he is. Looks like a little 10-pointer. Looks like my shot was a little high. This is where he was. That's a nice public land buck. All right, guys, here he is. My second public land buck of the year. I'm super excited because when a plan comes together like that, I mean, I knew down here in this hub, I'd seen the other day, I saw that buck and I saw those 3 does and then I saw some other does. And I knew with that much activity in the does that were in this area, I wasn't seeing very many does anywhere else. And what it is I got a hub and then thick cover. So all these different places, these bucks can just come down into this hub, and that's exactly where he was. I mean, this buck he's about, right here where I shot him, is 60 yards from where I was gonna sit, the exact tree I was gonna sit at. And so when you find a spot like that, especially during the rut, and you see does, then you know, hey, it's a good spot, especially during the rut and rifle season. And so really there's a few things that helped me was, first of all, I walked way back here. I'm 2 miles in on public land, just through thick hills, steep hills, deep cover, walking. And I mean, it's a tough walk to get back here. My access was really key as well, because slipping in down this creek with the rocks, I didn't have to walk through thick leaves. I mean, there's a few places I had to walk through leaves, but most of the times I took my time and I just went from rock to rock to rock. Well, that makes a big difference, because if I'd have just came walking through here through the leaves, I'd have probably never got close enough
to shoot this buck. That was one thing, and then find a spot where there's does already. That works really good. And so to get a buck like this with a rifle, it's really neat. And I love bow hunting, so I haven't killed a deer with a rifle. I don't know, I bet you it's been 5-6 years since I've killed a deer with a rifle. I don't even hardly ever go. This is only the 3rd time that I've went with a rifle this season, and we only got a day left, so I haven't went very much. But I found an area where there were does. That was the key. And then I snuck in here and got him on the walk-in. Didn't even have to sit down at all. It's probably 3:30, so that's nice because I got 2 hours to get him out of here. I'm gonna cut him all up, and I got my pack bags, get him all deboned and everything, and then get him out of here. But what a nice public land buck.